Everybody, welcome back to Phil's Gadget Review. I'm Phil, and today's gadget's a little guy. This is the Falwedi in-ear Bluetooth headphones. They're about $30 on Amazon. And if you're like me, I did not want to go out and spend $150, $200, and $250 for a pair of in-ear headphones that I'm probably going to break or lose, or that are outdated in a couple of months, or even in less than a year. And so I wanted to get an inexpensive option that I didn't mind traveling with, that did have some of the newer features that were out there. And I came across these, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. If you know how to say it correctly, go ahead and tell me in the comments below. But Falwedi or Falwedi, F-A-L-W-E-D-I. The link's in the description below. The way these work is they have a little case here. This is a charging case, and they get powered and charged through the charging USB micro port on the back. There's a little light to indicate when it's charging, so it did come with a little cable that goes in the back. But I love these little things. They're now my go-to headphones. I pair them with my iPhone, my iPad, and some other devices, and I don't have any problems with them. But as you can see here, there are two little miniature earbuds, and they just, you got your left and your right, and they fit in your ear just like so. And for me, they fit just right inside my ear like that. Now inside the case, to kind of give you an idea how these work, they're not, because they're $30, they're not the same kind of advanced technology that Apple or some of the other manufacturers have got. However, they are pretty cool, and they do everything that I want them to do. And for almost $150 less than Apple's, I'd say these are pretty good value. But so they're a little different, and they don't do everything exactly as well as Apple does, but for the money, they do a great job. One of the things they do differently is the way they charge. You'll notice that each of the sides of this little case has a little these charging pins right here. And so the way they work is they're contact points, so that when you put the earbud inside the case, it's actually touching it. So there are the earbud contact points right there. And when you set it inside the case, it starts charging. And you can see that by the lighting indicator. And this is a charging case. So the way it works is once you charge the battery inside this case, anytime you put your headphones inside the case, they're charging. And that's exactly what you want. That's the modern technology, so that when you're on a plane or when you've taken them to work with you and you don't want to have to charge them, as long as you put them in the case, they're charging. And so you should be able to take these out anytime, have a full charge, have a couple hours. And so these are rated, and I'm just going to bring my iPad in here to give you a little bit of info about what I see on the listing here. But they're 5.0 Bluetooth. They come with the charging cable and this little carrying case and the two earbuds. They are touch sensitive. So there are no buttons. There's no mechanical buttons on these. It is a touch sensitive little surface there. And when you press it, depending on what you want to do, stop, fast forward, take a call, the instructions explain how they all work. That's probably one of the cons, I would say, if I'm comparing pros and cons. I found that's a little tricky to use. But to be honest with you, I really don't care about that part of it, and you may not either. If that's a sticking point for you, you may want to really think about how you want to use these. You might want to find a similar model, and there are tons of models out there of different earbuds on Amazon. I mean, there are hundreds of different brands. This particular one, I liked it because they're so simple, and they fit in my ears the way that they should fit. I don't use the Apple earbuds, and I like Apple's products, but honestly, their earbuds hurt. And I'm not sure if you're like me, but it looks like the EarPod Pros would be okay because of the way they fit. But the EarPods, the original ones, and some of their latest hardwired headphones, when I put them in my ear, anything over like a minute or two, and my ears start to hurt just around where it sits in my ear. It really hurts a lot because it's kind of pressing on it. For some people out there, that might be a perfect fit. For me, it really hurts. So I'm always looking for the alternative to that. On this kit from Amazon, you get earbuds that should last about 4.5 hours of continuous play. You can charge them 4 or 5 times from the case between needing to recharge the case. So you're looking at about 25 hours of use and long playing before you actually have to charge these up. That's great. I mean, you're talking about maybe once a week that you have to charge them up. Since I've had these, and I've had these ones for a couple months, I think I've only charged them maybe 3 times. So they're pretty handy like that. One other thing about the case that I'll mention that I'm not a big fan of is the surface is pretty slippery. And if you're like me and you're kind of a little bit klutzy, but you don't want to admit it, this case here is always falling out of my hands. It's, you know, when I've got it in my hands with something else, it slips out pretty easily. So it would have been nice if they put kind of a maybe rubberized grip on it instead of a hard, smooth surface like that. But aside from that, I don't really mind it. The few times that I've kind of dropped it, I was afraid that the case or the earbuds were broken, and I picked it up, and to my surprise, everything's fully intact, nothing is cracked or broken. So it does seem like a pretty durable product, and certainly worth the $30 that you're going to spend on them compared to $150, $200, $250. The original reason I got these was my iPad originally came with Beats by Dr. Dre in-ear, you know, the earbuds that I really liked them a lot. I actually repaired them myself 2 or 3 times, including soldering and desoldering and soldering in a brand new little battery, which I think I did that 2 times. And when they died the 3rd time, I said it's probably time to move on to a new item because they were starting to break down. And they were great though, they sound great, and so sound quality was important to me. These sound great. Are they going to be, you know, award-winning? Well, probably not. But I feel like they have great bass tone, they have good treble pitch, everything about them makes everything sound good to me. And that's maybe a personal preference. You might get these and think like they sound terrible. I think they sound great, and I have a pretty high regard in my opinion when it comes to sound. And it's what matters when you're getting headphones is what you think about them. So you definitely want to try them out. Play around with the settings on your device. You might need to change the EQ a little bit. I haven't found I needed to do that. In fact, when I got these, I put the EQ to flat. Versus before, I think I was doing something maybe like a bass reduction, or I don't remember what I was doing, but I was manipulating the EQ a little bit to get the sound I wanted out of my beats. These ones, I run it flat and it sounds great to me. So these are a great value for what they have to offer. A couple more of the features I wanted to bring to your attention. Included in the box, you're also going to find different size earbud covers. And whatever came with it seems to fit me pretty well, but I believe they come with 3 sizes, large, medium, and small. And so you'll want to fit the ones on here that work best for you. Also, one of the things I like about it is once you've paired it to your item, let's say you pair it to your iPhone and you have an iPhone and an iPad, it's going to stay with the item that you've last paired until you disconnect it from Bluetooth and connect it to the new item. Now that part, I have a love-hate relationship with that, and if there's a better way to do that, somebody please share with me how that's done, because I kind of haven't figured it out or taken the time to. But what I do like about that is when I open the case, it immediately pairs with the device that I've had last paired with it. And I like that, because if I want to go to the gym, I don't want to have to go into the settings and fool with what I need to do on my phone to get these paired. I just want to open the case and put them in my ear and play some music or watch some videos. So that's a feature that I do like about it, and I think that you'll find it's pretty handy to have this kind of case also. The size is kind of ideal, fits nicely in your pocket, it's great for a backpack. I think these are perfect for traveling. The noise cancellation, they don't really advertise any kind of specific noise cancellation when it comes to these. They don't have like a Bose feature. However, I have found that like any earbud, when you plug your ear, it's going to do most of the noise cancellation naturally. These are not over the ear, you know, obviously they're in ear. So I encourage you to try them out. For $30, you can't go wrong, and there are a lot of different ones out there. As I always say, I'm not necessarily telling you these are the best ones, but these are the ones I found that I really like, and I think they do a great job for what they do. And so if you found a better pair of in-ear Bluetooth headphones, please let me know in the comments below which one you prefer. You know, maybe you're the type of person who you don't like anything but Apple's product and you feel that it's the best and it's worth the money. I'd love to find out why, because for $200 you can almost buy a new phone right now. So I love Apple products, but that is a pretty expensive set of headphones. And I know they have some great features, but compared to this, I'm just not feeling it. So that's my take on it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them in the comments section below. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give us a thumbs up anyway. We appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.